Hey everyone, recently I was on Warhammer Joey's channel looking at her videos. If you haven't checked her out already, she is getting into Warhammer 40k. She's doing some excellent videos on the lores of magic, each individual one, and the army specific magic as well. She also has battle reports, and you can follow her progression as she makes her wood elf army with painting and everything. But on her basing video, there were some comments about movement trays and different ways to acquire or make movement trays. And one of the commenters mentioned that you could use sprue and cardboard, something like that. Well, I figured I would show what I have done. I said recently that I'm going back to a project I originally wanted to do years ago, and that's a Vampire Count's army. And with that, I thought about buying the movement trays or getting all fancy and expensive and making movement trays, but I realized I had all the material I needed. I have a pretty constant supply of cardstock from where I work, or plastic card, sorry. So I have constant supply of plastic card from where I work, and anybody that's into Warhammer, unless you threw it out, have more than enough sprue for anything. So what I've done is I'm making movement trays for each of the units. The good thing about this is it's inexpensive, and you can make any type of movement tray you need. So this here, you can see I have a large block of zombies, and I just cut the plastic card to fit, and then I cut the sprue, shaved it down, filed it down, and I just put it on each corner, or each side. So you can cut these corners at an angle and fit them that way, or you can just cut square and do one straight across and the other a little shorter to butt up against it. I did put a border around the entire thing to include the back, and that's a large block of zombies. I've also done this smaller one, which is 2 Karn Wraiths and a Banshee. So you can see I have the smaller 3 base tray, and then I've got this other tray I've made, which is for the 6 dire wolves. So when making it, you can place the models on the plastic card and get your area that way, or you can measure it out. But one key thing to remember is to compensate for the size of the bases and the width of the sprue here, because you want a flat part of the plastic card for the sprue to sit flush, so you can glue it down. Now of course plastic card is a little flexible on its own, but once you put this bracing on of the sprue, it makes it very, very, very sturdy. So I'm going to flock this up and make all my bases this way. Works very well. It's easy to do, and like I said, most wargamers will have the materials readily available. Like I said, if you haven't checked out Warhammer Joey, I'll put the link down below. And that's all I have for now. Take care.